So our theme for today is the highest heart. So we're going to be exploring the highest heart in many ways. But before we get to that, let's just feel into the heart that is here right now. Let's begin to familiarize ourselves with our own state in this moment, whatever it is. So let's notice our breathing. Just noticing whatever its condition is right now, no need to change anything, but observing what it can tell us. Noticing any places that are holding on. And we can begin to let go a little bit with every out breath. Letting go of whatever no longer serves us in this moment. Letting go with each out breath of whatever stops us being fully present right here. So anything that might be troubling us, we can just park it for a while. Just ask it to wait. We can come back to it. But this time is just for now, just for us, right here. And maybe we need to do that again and again, letting go with the out breath. And with the in-breath, we can be calling in life, calling in light, calling in a fullness of being, whatever that looks like. Vitality, presence, awareness. And balancing with the out breath, so every out breath again, releasing, relaxing, letting go. Every in breath, bringing more life, more presence, more vitality. And we can begin to take our attention to the heart and breathe towards the one. Breathe in to the heart, towards the one. And on the out breath, we can begin to breathe the words united with all. So breathing in towards the one, breathing out, united with all. And maybe I invite you, if you choose, open your eyes softly and slowly and just begin to take in the other people who are on the screen. So as we breathe towards the one, feeling deeply into the core of our being, bringing ourselves into unity, and as we breathe out, united with all, extending that breath to unite with each person who's participating right here, right now. reaching out with our breath around the globe, across the miles, across the oceans, feeling that connection, united with all. And even reaching out across time to people who might be watching in the future. Towards the one, united with all. And let's join our hands. Let's actually join hands if we can, and let's reach out with our hands and connect. Feeling the connection with hands, with heart, with breath, united with all. Towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the message, the mystery, the miracle, the Mother, the Spirit of guidance. And just taking a few breaths, just breathing on the sacred flame at the heart of every one of us. And let's feel and know ourselves to be included in the illuminated souls, embodying. That's what we're doing. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We begin in the name of Allah, who is all mercy, all compassion, all love.
Bismillah, Bismillah, Rahman-Rahim. Bismillah, Bismillah, Rahman-Rahim. Bismillah, Bismillah, oh Allahu. Bismillah, Bismillah. Bismillah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Again. Bismillah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillah, Bismillah, Allahu. Bismillah, Bismillah. Again. Bismillah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillah, Bismillah, Allahu. Bismillah, Bismillah. So if you're willing and or able, do join us in moving. We're going to be rowing for the first part. So we are stepping forwards with the right foot and rocking back onto the left, whilst doing this circular rowing movement with our arms, rowing on the infinite ocean of love, of life, together with each other. So connecting with each other, we can do this together. It's easier together, in fact. It's so nice to see your faces on the screen and know that I'm not alone. So we start with this, Bismillah, and then on Bismillah, Bismillahu, Allahu, turning to the right, and then Bismillah, Bismillahu, Allahu, we turn to the left. So start with the rowing and then we're turning. And there's a real sense of energy and joy in this dance. Okay. Bismillah, 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 turn to the right. Bismillah, Bismillah, Allah. Bismillah, Bismillah, Allah. Bismillah, 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 Allah. Bismillah, Bismillah, Allah. Low voices. Bismillah, 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 together. Bismillah, 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 high voices. Bismillah, 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 together. Bismillah, 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 just breathing the words. Turning with abandon. Bismillah, 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 stay with this. Bismillah, Bismillah, Ooh, Allah, ooh.
So let's take a few moments just breathing Bismillah. Literally in the presence of the divine, with awareness of unity, feeling the vibration of the Holy One here, now. And if it's difficult to know, to recognize, we're given this help. Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. When we feel the presence of love, that's the presence of God. When we breathe mercy and compassion, we are breathing the divine breath. And if sometimes it's hard to feel, it's hard to recognize, it's hard to imagine, it's hard to know, then simply returning to this practice, affirming Bismillah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. It's like fake it till you make it. Bismillah. I'm just going to read a little tiny bit from the book Physicians of the Heart. We're moving on to our next wazifa in the series. Ya Aliyy. So I'll read a small amount about it and then we'll do some more dances and practices and then we'll read some more. So Aliyy is the exalted, beyond form. It is purely transcendent. Aliyy means absolutely above, totally beyond. Beyond it, there is nothing. It is a vision of the highest, like the vision of the heart throne of God, suspended above oceans of infinite mercy. How beautiful is that? It's a vision of the highest, like the vision of the heart throne of God, suspended above oceans of infinite mercy. So when we row our zikr boat across those oceans of love, that's where we're rowing towards, is this heart throne suspended high above it, beyond which there is nothing. Aliyy is emanating transcendence, just as the sun must reach its zenith in the sky to shine its light and fully illuminate each and everything. Again, that's like the highest point of radiance, so that everything is illuminated. Aliyy is fully exalted and manifests that transcendence in its immanence. Repetition of Ya Aliyy is an antidote for the ego's attachment to reputation, rank, and hierarchy. So we'll be doing some more work with that a bit later on, but it's a good one to remember. Repetition of Ya Aliyy is an antidote for the ego's attachment to reputation, rank, and hierarchy. So, Aliyy means absolutely above, totally beyond, beyond the beyond. So, I think we'll dance with that beyond the beyond, using the words of the Heart Sutra. Gate, gate. Gate, gate.
Gate, gate.
Paragate.
Paragate.
Parasamgate.
Parasamgate.
Bodhi Svaha.
Bodhi Svaha.
So it's usually translated gone, beyond, but it can also be understood as what's that word? It's like not an instruction, but an invitation, you know, go beyond the beyond, to Buddhahood, to the enlightened, to this transcendent, immanent light of Aliyy, the highest of the high, and then Svaha, so may it be. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhi svaha. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhi svaha. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhi svaha. So if you wish, join us in some movements with that, and let's go beyond the beyond. Again, just inviting you to remember this image of the heart throne of God suspended above this ocean of infinite mercy, infinite compassion, infinite love. It's like beyond this love, what lies beyond the love? It's this infinite, immanent, transcendent light, which in the Buddhists call Buddhahood, Bodhi, and which the Sufis might call Ya Aliyy. So the hands are going to come from the heart. Gate, gate. Actually, we're walking in this direction as we do that. Gate, gate, because we're going across this ocean, and then we face the center, face the screen, and we're going to step away, emptying ourselves out, all of the baggage which maybe holds us back from going. Paragate, 4 steps back, and then going again forwards over the ocean of infinite love. Parasamgate, and then turning and bowing. Bodhi svaha. So that moment of ecstatic turning we can imagine, we can experience, we can touch this highest place, this Buddhahood, this Buddha infinite nature of light. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go beyond. Let's go beyond the beyond, all the way together. So that image of the sun high in the sky, when it reaches its zenith, it can illuminate everything. The shadows disappear. And that's something of this quality as well, of this highest heart, shining in the fullness of its light and love. So I'd like to revisit something we did a little while ago, which is the sun breath, so that we can charge this battery in ourselves, so that we can become more radiant, so that we can experience some of this transcendent, immanent radiance. So what we're going to do is close the left nostril, and we're going to breathe in through the right nostril. And this in-breath is powerful and strong. It's charging this battery. And then we breathe out naturally through both nostrils. So just allowing the light to shine, allowing the radiance, not getting in the way of the radiance, just letting it flow. So let's try some of those. So breathing in through the right nostril with the left nostril closed. If you can just do it with your imagination, or you can close it with your thumb or finger as you choose. Breathing in through the right. And radiating, breathing out through both nostrils. You're just doing this at your own speed. Breathing in through the right. Charging the battery. Breathing out this easy, radiant breath through both nostrils. Shining, radiating, illuminated beings. And you might like to imagine the sun, maybe in your heart, on your chest, or behind you, radiating, shining. Breathing in through the right nostril, charging that battery, the out breath through both nostrils, just shining like the sun. Shining with your memory of the sun, shining with your awareness of the sun, shining with all of that radiant warmth, passion, life. Positivity. You might like to open your eyes and just have this radiant glance. Positive, confident, full of life. How would the sun look if the sun were here with us on the screen? The light of the sun emanating from the deepest parts of our being, shining forth with love and mercy and compassion, like the Rahman, the Rahim, birthed from the fertile darkness of the womb spaces, this shining, radiant light illuminating all of our being, transforming all of the dark and painful places into radiance, into life, into power, into passion. into strength. So I invite you just to relax your body and return to your natural breath, and continue to breathe with an awareness of radiance, an invitation to shining, radiant light. May the light flourish. So we're going to move to a dance that works with this flourishing light. The words are in Spanish. It's from South America, and it's a dance which is connects both the Christian and the indigenous traditions of South America. So it's connected with Our Lady of Guadalupe. But it's also connected with the goddess. So we say, Altissimo corazon, Altissimo corazon.
Altissimo corazon.
The highest heart. Altissimo corazon que florescar. My Spanish is not very good, apologies. Que florescar, which radiates, which flourishes, which shines. Highest heart, let it flourish. Altissimo
corazon que floresca.
Que florescar. And then we say, que florescar la luz.
Que floresca la luz.
Que floresca la luz.
Que floresca la luz.
Que floresca.
Que floresca.
Let the light grow. Let the light shine. Let the light radiate. So, here we go.
Altissimo corazon.
Altissimo corazon. That's not the right note, love. Altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon que floresca. Altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon que floresca. Floresca la luz, que florezca la luz, que florezca la luz, que florezca, que florezca la luz, que florezca la luz, que florezca la luz, que florezca. I have to apologise because I used to know this to a different melody, and this is apparently the official version which I'm trying to learn, and I keep slipping into the one that I used to know. Apologies. Hopefully,
and so do I.
One of us will stick to the right one. So we'll go through it a couple more times. Altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon que floresca. Altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon que floresca, que floresca la luz, que florezca la luz, floresca, que floresca la luz, que floresca la luz, que floresca la luz, que floresca. Okay, we're getting there. Que floresca. Que floresca. That's the one, yep. Hopefully we'll have it by the end of the dance. Good, all right. So the tradition is that it's on the morning of the 12th of December, which is the day of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And all of the children come out at dawn. People have been up all night in the cathedrals, in the basilicas, and they scatter the petals, and it's a welcoming of the light. It's I guess connected with some of the practices that we might see with the winter solstice and the birth of the light. And as I say, it's also connected with the goddess traditions of South America, of the Aztecs, and Quetzalcoatl, the god of life and rebirth. So we're holding our hands at our hearts, and we're doing this special step, which I don't know if you can see. I'm going to have to tip the screen again. I had to tip it so our heads were not cut off before, but let's see if you can see my feet. So we're going to be stepping with the right, and then the left, and then the right, and then there's this special tap brush, and it's like this is a step which is associated with the rose petals. So it comes in circle dancing sometimes too. It's a very beautiful, delicate tap and brush. Just imagine these petals around our feet. So, and the hands at the heart, really awakening the highest heart. May it flourish. Altissimo corazon, tap brush. Altissimo corazon, tap brush. Altissimo corazon, tap brush, and then we turn. Que floresca. Now we're going to go the other way. Altissimo corazon, tap brush. Altissimo corazon, tap brush. Altissimo corazon, tap brush, and turning. And now we're facing the centre, and we're going to step in, and we're going to offer up this highest heart. We're going to let it flourish, let the light flourish. Que floresca la luz, que floresca la luz, que floresca la luz, que floresca, que floresca la luz, que floresca la luz, que floresca la luz, que floresca. And we finish facing to the right, ready to start again. Okay. Let's see how that
I'm going to
goes.
stay here because I can't dance this and play the guitar at the same time.
So you'll just be stuck with me then. Here we go. So just taking a moment to settle in the heart, to feel the connection of our individual heart with the highest heart that we can possibly imagine, remembering that every step we take up the mountain we can see further, we can see higher, we can be more aware of this highest heart. Let it flourish. Altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon, que floresca la luz, que floresca la luz, que floresca la luz, que floresca. Altissimo corazon, que floresca
Altissimo corazon que florezca. Altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon, altissimo corazon que florezca. Que florezca la luz, que florezca la luz, que florezca la luz, que florezca, que florezca la luz, que florezca la luz, que florezca la luz, que florezca. Altissimo corazon.
Amen. Altissimo corazon que floresca, let it flourish, the highest heart. So just a few more words about Aliyy, and then we'll do some repetitions. Aliyy is the one who is beyond, completely beyond. It is the one beyond whom there is nothing. Aliyy also has the meaning of being beyond nobility, rank, or dignity. Aliyy is beyond sickness. Aliyy is the one who transcends sickness. Aliyy is the one who takes away all sickness. Invocation of Ya Aliyy brings compassion to men and women who are in an environment that is hostile and dangerous. It is recommended for those of us whose specific expectations for situations never actually work out. Such people often get deceived. In general, they have core issues around the experience of betrayal. All of these things are often experienced as a queasy feeling in the stomach, like sickness in the stomach. And remember that Aliyy is the one who takes away all sickness. The sickness we are really dealing with at the root is caused by an ultimate attachment to ego self. And such a sickness must be worked on directly. It is not symbolic. We need to learn how to face our jealousy and arrogance. The ultimate sickness is putting our ego self above God. When the self is put prior to God, the ego is put on the divine throne. Invocation of Ya Aliyy reverses that order. God goes above the self. Psychologically, there's a stage at which children experience themselves as the center of the universe. They cry and they get the breast. They want something and they throw a tantrum to get it. When a spiritual traveler begins the stage of actualization and individualization, they may feel they are the center of the universe. But at that stage, it is not from a narcissistic viewpoint. Prayerful repetition of Ya Aliyy is the antidote to narcissism. It leads to overcoming our clinging to an egocentric view. The most precious thing in accomplishing this reorientation of perspective is experiencing the universe or God as fully embracing you. The narcissist needs to be special, to be loved, adored, worshipped. In the spiritual process, the physician of the heart needs to fully expose this deep narcissistic wound. The narcissistic wound originally arose from the child's feeling of being different or special. Now we expose the wound and we enter the wound to heal it. In the final stage, we begin to feel the need to be special and loved is being met. Only now, at this stage, the need to be seen and to be loved is being met by God. We offer ourselves to God and God gives it back to us. This is a very beautiful healing of the narcissistic wound. And it occurs because we are intrinsically connected to God, connected to our origin. So Aliyy embodies the path to transcendence and omnipresence and deals with the boundaries of identity.
Wow.
Shall we have some of that?
Does sound a bit painful in the middle though.
It is, isn't it? So, friends, join me in repeating Ya Aliyy, Ya Aliyy. And you might like to just remember that vision of the heart throne of God high above this ocean of love and mercy. It's this beyond the beyond. Ya Aliyy, 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 Ya Aliyy. And breathing in Aliyy, breathing out Aliyy. And let's let the words fall away, let the breath become more refined. Just breathe with this quality of transcendence, the ultimate illumination, the highest heart. So allowing this quality to touch this deepest wound in our being, the wound that, the place that longs to be seen and valued and acknowledged, allowing this light of unity to see, to touch, to heal that place. Each one of our hearts forming part of the highest heart. The highest heart radiating in the depths of our own hearts. Let's move straight into some zikr. La ilaha, la ilaha, la ilaha illallah, illallah, illallah. Nothing, nothing, nothing except God. Only God, only God, only the one. La ilaha, la ilaha, la ilaha illallah, illallah, la let's row this Zikr boat over that ocean of love and mercy and compassion towards the heart throne of the beloved, the highest heart. So we're going to be again rocking back and forwards, right foot towards the screen, and rowing with our arms and connecting with the others that you can see on the screen, rowing as well, connecting with our hearts and our imagination with those that we can't see, bringing in any beloveds that we would love to row with across this ocean of love, bringing in our friends, our families, our beloved places on the earth, bringing in all that we love to row it across the ocean of love, across time, across space. Up to our highest extent. Ya Aliyy, La ilaha, La ilaha. We're rowing towards each other. La ilaha, la ilaha, la ilaha illallah, invite you to keep this beautiful image of rowing together across the ocean of life, across the ocean of love, to the heart throne of the beloved, because this is the most this is the most important thing of all, is that we do not do this on our own. We cannot do it on our own. We only do it when we all do it. This is the Bodhisattva path. This is what we committed to, was travelling with the whole of humanity beyond the beyond, ever further towards the high throne of the beloved. Amen.
Amen.
I think let's close with the prayer Khartoum. If you're not familiar with the prayer, just allow the words to wash over you. Allow to land what wants to land, and just allow to flow through what doesn't sit. O thou, who art the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, Lord of heaven and earth, open our hearts that we may hear thy voice, which constantly comes from within. Disclose to us thy divine light, which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better. Most merciful and compassionate God, give us thy great goodness. Teach us thy loving forgiveness. Raise us above the distinctions and differences which divide. Send us the peace of thy divine Spirit, and unite us all in thy perfect being. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, beloveds. Thank you for rowing with us across the ocean of life and love. Thank you for your support in the form of the donations you've been able to make. Thank you. Thank you for bringing yourselves, whatever that condition of that self, whatever the time of day, whatever else is going on for within your lives. We're grateful for your presence.
Yes, indeed.
Mm.